and time to connect with scheduled flights reaching Los Angeles the same day. Capital Aviation Service has 5 pilots, each with more than 3,000 hours in the air, and 8 planes. Bob Watts is taking us up for an air view of Bismarck. Capital Aviation offers instructions, sales and service, charter flights, and air ambulance. It has the only complete service for communications equipment within a 500-mile radius. Below us, we see the air taxi on its way, the state capitol, and houses in the new Casey additions. Bismarck grew from a crossing on the Missouri. Today, a lot of traffic crosses here. Discovery of oil in 1951 made Bismarck the headquarters of the Williston Basin. This is the new Standard Oil refinery. A new Mandan power plant, to be opened in 1955, will strengthen and stabilize our power reserves. Below us now are the 4 Casey additions begun in 1949, despite discouraging advice that Bismarck could not support such a development. The 4th addition of well-planned landscaped homes is now being completed. Bismarck has grown from 5,000 in 1910 to nearly 25,000 today. It's approximately the geographical center of North Dakota on highways 83 and 10, which becomes the main street downtown. This major artery is a primary thoroughfare for trucks, farm vehicles, and buses. North Dakota State Penitentiary lies close to Bismarck. The largest dairy farm in North Dakota is owned and operated by Bismarck's oldest dairy and only local dairy, Yeagan's. Pilot Bob Watts brings us back to the airport. About 40 private planes are kept at Bismarck's municipally operated airport. They have the benefit of a complete U.S. Weather Bureau service with balloons sent up twice daily to record conditions at high altitudes. Mechanical and electronic aids except radar are available here. Concrete products are much in demand when a city and a state are building toward a prosperous future. At the North Dakota Concrete Products Company, a hydraulic forklift moves an 18-inch culvert pipe from the curing room, where it has been curing for 24 hours in water-saturated steam. North Dakota Concrete Products Company produces irrigation pipe, reinforced culvert pipe, sewer pipe, and manholes for cities, contractors, Army engineers, and the Bureau of Reclamation. Some products are as large as 84 inches in diameter. Large irregular shapes are poured in molds, but smaller symmetrical objects can be made by machine on a production line basis. Wire reinforcing is put into the mold, which is locked and moved to a turntable. The concrete is then conveyed to the mold and is packed in by a centrifugal packing head. There are only 4 machines like this one in the United States. This unique mold makes it possible to remove the mold as soon as the packing process is complete. Capacity of this machine is 23 to 27 pieces an hour. The concrete mixer and hoist attached to it can deliver 3,000 pounds of mixed concrete every 5 to 8 minutes. The hoist raises the mixture into a hopper. Then it is conveyed into the mold and packed. Much of the machinery used at North Dakota Concrete Products is custom-made for the plant and is the subject on continuous study and redesign. The big concrete mixer in the mold-made pipe department is fed by a conveyor and delivers 4,000 pounds of concrete every 90 seconds. Materials are weighed and gathered in a power-driven carrier, the only one of its kind in the area. This weigh batcher assures the exact proportions of sand, cement, and gravel in each batch of concrete. North Dakota Concrete Products has an 8-acre tract of land, giving it plenty of storage space. It has been doing business for 29 years and employs about 25 men. Its products are finding more and more users, partly because of the inherent durability and utility of concrete, and partly because the North Dakota Concrete Products Company turns out a quality product with high strength and carrying capacity. The annual Elks Picnic makes use of the 4-H picnic grounds near Minokan. The Elks are among the most active organizations in Bismarck. Each May 1st, they celebrate National Youth Day. This year, they observe the occasion by entertaining all the Bismarck High School seniors. The Bismarck Elks Lodge is noted for its activities in behalf of youth. The Bismarck Lodge really lives up to its name, the Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks, in its thoughtful arrangements for crippled children. Each year, crippled children are given the benefit of camping at Camp Grassick, an Elks camp operated by the State Welfare Department. When it is possible, the lodge brings all the children in camp into Bismarck to see the state capitol, the city, and the circus. The Elks sponsor a band which contains members of all ages. The Bismarck Elks Lodge sponsors 3 Boy Scout troops. They donated the Elks swimming pool and recently added $16,000 worth of new equipment. The lodge brings outstanding artists to town, paying all expenses and donating gross proceeds to charity. The annual swimming meet between Jamestown, Miles City, and Bismarck was held at our Elks Pool. Donated by the Elks, the pool is operated by the city and maintained in part by Elks contributions. This event is the Women's Open 160-yard relay, which Jamestown won, with Bismarck second. This is serious business, as anybody can plainly see. In the men's 160-yard open relay, the points were reversed. Bismarck won and Jamestown came in second. The meet drew about 40 contestants from the 3 cities. Master Cleaners and Furriers is one of the many small, independent businesses that are growing with Bismarck. Its owners, Irwin Barbie and Edward Drashel, are making a success of their operation by offering modern dry cleaning work, good service, including free pickup and delivery, and by making friendly, reliable efficiency the basis of their customer relations. Cutter Ted Erickson has a master's hand in repairing and remodeling. With 23 years' experience, Ted qualifies as a master cutter. He works as a team with his wife, who brings 18 years' experience to her work. Here, she runs a special fur sewing machine. First operation in good dry cleaning is the removal of lint and dirt from cuffs and pockets. This special machine helps master cleaners do a thorough job. Clean cuffs and pockets are a sign of good dry cleaning. Next, the garment is examined for spots, which are removed by distilled water and steam to loosen the stain and appropriate solvents. Deodorant removes any solvent odor, and warm air pressure dries the area. The garment is then ready for the dry cleaning machine, which tumbles garments in cleaning solution. The solution includes solvent, a special soap, and moisture. The clothes go into an extractor which removes most of the solvent, and then into a rinse washer containing a solvent which dissolves any remaining traces of soap. This rinsing process is an important factor in the kind of cleaning master cleaners' customers like so well. Any garment which does not come clean in one processing is run through again and again until it meets master's exacting standards. Dry cleaning solvent is filtered and distilled after each use. After rinsing, garments are tumbled in fresh, warm air to aerate and deodorize them. Then they are pressed, repaired, and delivered. Professionally cleaned garments the owner is proud to wear. The Old West is still alive and kicking, sometimes at the Bismarck Horse Club. Levi's and Frontier pants are the uniform of the day, and 10-gallon hats are required equipment. More than 100 Western-minded souls belong to the Bismarck Horse Club, enjoying excursions into the fresh air and the pleasures and problems of the past. Morning canters, thrown shoes, chuck wagon meals, saddle sores, the joy of a good cutting horse turning under you, rope burns and wire cuts, the happy world of the horseman. South of Bismarck, the club has 35 acres of open land and an excitingly scenic bridle path winding along the Missouri River. Calf roping and other rodeo skills are both popular sport and occupational equipment around Bismarck, where there are many ranches and a corresponding number of cattle and working horses. Among the agile and adept members of the club is Jim Childs of Mandan. Rodeos and horse shows make life around Bismarck interesting for people who like horses. Bismarck's only locally owned dairy operates the largest dairy farm in North Dakota with 300 head of high-grade Holsteins. The Yeggen Dairy Company is the largest exclusive distributors of milk and cottage cheese in the state. As the milk arrives from the farm, it's conveyed inside the plant, weighed, sampled for flavor and richness, and poured into a stainless steel holding tank by Clarence Balkowitz. Almost immediately, the milk moves into a new type of high-temperature, short-time pasteurizer. This completely sealed stainless steel unit pasteurizes the milk in less than 20 seconds, lowering the bacteria count more effectively than the conventional method while preserving more fine, fresh flavor. Plant manager Herbert Matheson checks the master instrument panel. Yeggens employs about 10 technicians. Milk is hermetically sealed during all processing. Tanks were specially opened for photographs. When the milk has been pasteurized, homogenized, enriched with vitamin D concentrate, cooled, and completely processed, it arrives steel-sealed in stainless steel tubes at the bottler. Sterile bottles are delivered under stainless steel hoods and are filled without being touched. Coverall caps protect the pouring lip of the bottle from soil until it is opened on your table. Milk is stored at 40 degrees, the best temperature for safekeeping while preserving flavor. It is delivered in refrigerated trucks. Yeggen milk is also put up in paper cartons. The cartoning machine is as automatic as the bottler. The milk is never exposed to air. Yeggen Dairy is famous for its quality cottage cheese, a high-protein food and a favorite on the table. Like all the equipment which touches dairy products in this modern plant, the cottage cheese vat, rake, and scoop are made of stainless steel. Yeggens make creamed and dry cottage cheese, large curd and country style. Fluid milk products include buttermilk, whipping and coffee cream, and chocolate milk. Only grade A milk and cream are used for Yeggen cottage cheese. Mr. Matheson runs a cream test here. A stainless steel machine weighs and packs the cottage cheese in waxed paper cartons. A coverall cap protects the lip of the carton and permits easy reclosing when part of the cheese has been used. Young couples dream of a home of their own, an important step in settling into family life. Hardly anyone can afford to buy outright, though. Are you looking for a solution to this dilemma? Well, here is the place for you to go. The First Federal Savings and Loan Association operates under federal charter and invests most of its funds in home mortgages in Bismarck, Mandan, and a 50-mile radius. A newlywed couple thinking about buying a home talk over the project with A.C. Gutman, Assistant Secretary of First Federal. Money invested with the association is federally insured up to $10,000. prospects look hopeful, the young couple must be a good risk. They progress to the office of R.A. Kramer, Secretary Manager of First Federal. The Savings and Loan Association has doubled its size in the last 4 years and now has total resources of nearly $6 million. These resources represent savings of people in our city, which have been invested in interest-bearing home loans. As a result, attractive dividends have been paid to every account twice a year, every year. 85% of the loans made by First Federal must be on private homes, 15% may be commercial. A savings account in the Savings and Loan Association is in the same general class as bank savings accounts, postal savings, and life insurance. Money is easily available for withdrawal. Any amount can be invested at any time. Many customers do business by mail. Office hours are reasonable. Savings invested at First Federal help build Bismarck by making money for home building available to dependable families and individuals. All valuable records at the First Federal Savings and Loan Association are kept in this Diebold record desk. The safe can withstand fire temperatures up to 1,850 degrees. It will survive being dropped 30 feet into the basement under fire conditions. If the combination is tampered, it deadlocks. For ordinary use, a touch of a button puts the records within easy reach. This modern safe is your guarantee of the safety of financial records at First Federal. The Bismarck Chamber of Commerce is quartered in the World War Memorial Building, in which we hold many special events, such as the Miss North Dakota contest. Immediately across the street is the Bismarck Public Library. Making good use of its facilities are Karen Hall and Sandy Dillaboo. A drive-in book return recently was installed. The Children's Reading Room is a popular place. A reading club helps the youngsters improve their time during the summer. The library has 7,000 children's books. Donald and Carol Perry and Freddie Frawley are browsing today. A library service that is much appreciated is the hospital tour. The librarian calls at each hospital every day. The library contains more than 28,000 volumes and an impressive number of periodicals and pamphlets. Mattie Hamry, the children's librarian, helps Freddie Frawley check out a book, while Mrs. William Wall, assistant children's librarian, works at the card catalog. Bismarck children learn early that a book is an entertaining friend. Deloise Thomas and Marilyn Peterson are typical of Bismarck young people who learn to use and enjoy a library. Bismarck's A.W. Lucas Company is an outstanding department store. It was honored this year by the Brand Name Foundation and the Merchants Trade Journal as one of the 4 top retailers and merchandisers in the United States. Tom Sawyer clothes go over big with young men, size 4 to grown-up. The Lucas Company carries Bismarck's most complete stock of boys' wear. In the complete cosmetic department, the most outstanding item is Charles of the Ritz face powder, mixed to the customer's individual coloring. Helen Houck, trained by the Charles of the Ritz School, is an expert in blending custom cosmetics to enhance the best features of the individual. These little ladies and their mothers get quick personal service, a specialty at the A.W. Lucas store. The present owner, A.W. Munday, purchased the store from the founder's estate in 1923. The air-conditioned store includes 2 big floors and the downstairs china and gift shop and lunchroom. The Northwest's most complete stock of dry goods is available in the fabrics department. Seeing how a fabric looks made up is a special service appreciated by women who sew their own stylish clothes. This department also includes drapery material, ready-made draperies and curtains, linens, bedding, home furnishings, household appliances, Philco television, sewing accessories, needle artwork, and all items useful to the homemaker and home decorator. Franciscan Dinnerware is a particularly handsome and practical example of quality goods available at the Lucas store. It combines durability with beauty, impressive modern design with modest price. This fine earthenware is only one of many attractive patterns available. The department features a bridal gift registry and an all-occasion gift registry to avoid duplications. Typical of the personalized service available at the A.W. Lucas Company is free gift wrapping for all purchases made in the store. In keeping with its description as Bismarck Shopping Center, the A.W. Lucas Company is the only Bismarck department store giving free delivery. Mail order and telephone shoppers can save downtown trips by using the complete personal shopping service. For more than 50 years, the A.W. Lucas Company has grown with Bismarck, stressing nationally advertised merchandise and careful personal service. Let's have a look at the Missouri River, which has played such an important part in Bismarck's history. This boat, belonging to Henry Fleur, is a 14-foot runabout capable of doing over 30 miles per hour on the water. In addition to selling and servicing boats in the Bismarck area, Mr. Fleur is past president of the Bison Boat Club. Boating has become more popular since upriver construction of Garrison Dam has stabilized the river. Bison Boat Club has about 110 members. It is the biggest boat club in the Northwest, and it has an enviable safety record. None of its members has ever been involved in a river accident. Bismarck boaters have made trips up the river as far as Garrison Dam and down as far as Mobridge, South Dakota. Most of the river boats are small, fast power boats necessary in the tricky currents. The river is also used by fishermen who catch catfish, walleyed pike, northern pike, and sturgeon when their luck is right. The riverbank holds more for Bismarck than scenery. It holds the clues to Bismarck's future. The Mandan Power Plant will be the second largest in the state and will equip us for greater growth. The Standard Oil Refinery is visible proof that Bismarck is the center of North Dakota's expansion in oil, that Bismarck will be busy and growing busier, that we will continue to be proud of our town, Bismarck, North Dakota, USA.